Tātou nā mai, haere mai. Welcome to everyone, friends and families and staff, members of the public. Great to have you along for our first meeting of the new triennium. So first item on the business is public forum, and we welcome Philippa Guerin from the Fraser Park Trust. Yeah, certainly.
Through you, Your Worship, we have distributed a supplementary page from the Fraser Park Community Trust. It's just a one-page document. It should be on your desk. I think the media have a copy, and we'll add that as a supplementary paper. And Philippa, when she comes, she's just coming now, will speak to it.
Awesome. Welcome, Philippa and Gary. Great to have you both with us today. Look, welcome, and the floor is yours. And I'll just note, councillors, it's obviously public forum, but later on we'll be discussing 7.16, which is the Fraser Park Community Trust funding request. So I'll pass the floor to you. No. Just one moment here.
Sorry, one moment.
It's coming on YouTube.
Are you able to, I take your point, are you able to discuss without some of those things that would be private and confidential to potential businesses?
The essence of the room is confidentially and commercial sensitive information, but I want to hopefully exclude it and then commercial from others.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll just figure out how we deal with this one moment. Yeah. That's right. So if we start with a presentation.
Those of you who have been elected for the first time, all the very best to you. The Fraser Park Community Trust would like to thank you sincerely for the opportunity to speak today in what has become a very desperate situation, and I'm going to get straight to the point. We require additional funding today, or we're faced with paying a major funder back tomorrow, $550,000. We've been granted several extensions by this funder, but our date is tomorrow. In addition, we have an audit of funds to complete tomorrow for another major funder who is also requesting funds back if we cannot meet that deadline. We will not be able to complete this order, therefore we will have to repay the funds as well. It is hoped that you are aware of the proposed redevelopment of Fraser Park and Church Street, traditionally the main road of grounds in South Canterbury. We're redeveloping it into a multi-sport community centre for our district to enjoy. The last time I sat here providing an update and requesting funds, the outcome was that we had to apply to the 2023 long-term plan. It is unfortunate that timing will not enable us to do this, so we are here now and we need your assistance to get this project going. For the sake of South Canterbury and our community. The site sees thousands through it a year, and by becoming multi-sport an event, we will see even more through it. For those of you not familiar with the intricacies of the project, our original pricing was just over $7.5 million. We've raised $7.2 million. That is outstanding. COVID hit, we ramped up our fundraising, and then we were hit with an increase in the vertical build. The civil construction part of the project remains unchanged, and we're tremendously grateful to the Rooney Group for this. PVC piping has increased 40%, and we know that there'll be several hundreds of metres of that required to ensure drainage problems are fixed for the residents in Sherritt Street. Diesel costs have increased threefold, so just a couple of items to give you an idea of the costs being absorbed by this company. The vertical build has increased by 10%, significantly lower than the national increase in construction costs. We have no consultants. Our time, effort and energy is all voluntary. I'm actually a sheep and beef farmer. We have juggled and rejuggled the budget to make it work, cut some corners and find ourselves with this outstanding sum that you see in front of you. Or maybe not. We're here now, and on behalf of Fraser Park Community Trust, I am requesting you invest and pass a motion to this effect, that the Council approve additional funding to the Trust of $500,000 in the current year and an additional $250,000 in the 2023 financial year, thus bringing the total investment into this community facility to just over 19%. The Council is currently sitting at 11% funding. The rate of return for ratepayers in our community will be immense for everyone, those involved in hospitality, accommodation providers, players, spectators, and those from the business sector who are interested in hosting conferences. The economic benefits to our region are quite significant when looking at the types of sporting and cultural events this facility will attract. The Rooney Group will begin tomorrow. They are poised and ready. We don't have any other options, and our time's up. We must look to the future, and we know what a wonderful asset this facility will be for our region. The Local Government Act 2002 outlines the expectations of councils. Section 10, subsection 1, says the purpose of local government is to promote the social, economic, environmental and cultural well-being of communities in the present and for the future. The redevelopment of Fraser Park ticks every single box. I have frequented these chambers on many occasions, and I do hope that the next time we meet might be at the opening of the redevelopment of Fraser Park. And I just want to leave you with a couple of things. What about the great Meads Cup back-to-back win at the weekend? And then 8 players, the coach and the physio, are now in the New Zealand Heartland 15. We have an opportunity to host a Women's Football League, the National Women's Sevens Tournament, pre-season Super Rugby, Crusader Highlander Games, and so many other events. The opportunities this facility will provide for our region are immense. And lastly, what about little Sam, for example, who's been identified as vulnerable by the police youth aid officer? He loves Ripper Rugby. His uncle, my nephew's friend at Old Boys Club, bought him some boots so he could play. Mum's not often at home. Sam loves going to practice, loves his coach, and he loves Saturday game day. His home life's not good. This little chap has an opportunity to be in a safe place and have some fun. He may not have the same opportunity, like many, to go to events at the Theatre Royal, but Fraser Park is a place he can feel safe, have some fun, and be kept busy. The redevelopment is for all our community. It doesn't discriminate or prejudice. All socioeconomic levels, all cultures, all genders will be very, very welcome. I thank you very much, and as a wee dig, as a fellow councillor, I fully understand the pressure that this decision brings you all. I'm very happy to take your questions, and Mr Rooney may have a few items to add. Thank you.
Thanks, Philippa. Gary, did you want to add anything before we go to questions?
Yes, I do, but I think if there's any questions for Philippa, perhaps they should be now, please.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll deal with questions for Philippa from the floor. And so I just want to note that, and we haven't gone through conflicts yet, but Councillor Pye has noted a conflict with this item because her business has supported the project. Just want to make that clear now. So any questions for Philippa? Councillor Booth.
Yeah, I also like
Okay, conflict as well. Yeah. So if you've declared a conflict, do you... What?
Can I ask a question?
Well, probably not. I would probably advise against it, yeah.
Would you like to know the nature of the conflict?
Would you? Yeah, what the... So the not... What
Well, actually, I was just interested in the BNZ Bank.
Right. So your conflict is Alan, that you... sorry, Councillor Booth, that you've given some funding to the project?
Same as...
Same, yeah, that's cool. Probably...
I think it's better if
Probably-
they stand aside.
Yeah, it's probably best if you just stand aside for your own protection in that regard.
Does that mean I can't vote either?
Yeah, if you've declared a conflict, I wouldn't be voting. Yeah,
Okay.
it's cool. So, Councillor Scott.
Thank you, Philippa. My question is just around, the trust has indicated that their repayments will be through the blade signage. Are they fully signed up? Are the 20 signs currently full? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Councillor Jackson.
Thank you, Philippa. Just some figures here, just want to confirm those. So you're $900,000 short at the moment of your total, going by the figures that you've shown us.
No, you'll see on the budget at the back it's 700 odd. Oh, I beg your pardon, with the public fundraiser, correct.
900,000, right, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're asking us for 750, so that's all leaves you 150 short. So that 150 is coming from?
Hopefully public fundraising.
Hopefully from the public fundraising.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Councillor Paddington.